Hopkins University is also among the schools the NYPD. How can Zimmerman honestly say he felt reasonably threatened to 2-hour parking? But they say it took 5 years to get that done.
Here's New York One's Mari Fagel with the story.
New York One's Mari Fagel has more.
Here we have Mari Fagel.
The one, the only Miss Mari Fagel.
Police Commissioner Ray Kelly stands by the surveillance program and has said that they're ending with a closing ceremony in December. In St. George, Mari Fagel, New York One.
Good morning, Los Angeles. I am Geraldo. We're talking to Mari Fagel, the legal lady.
I first read the name Trayvon Martin on Facebook, signed the online petition, went to the Million Hoodie March, and my question is, if it weren't for the groundswell movement that really started online, would the justice system have continued to ignore Trayvon Martin and never called for the grand jury and a federal investigation?
Oh, absolutely.
Legal analyst and blogger at yourlegallady.com, Mari Fagel.
It was a bad move on the defense's part. I thought it wasn't necessary for them to do that. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. They had to prove not only that it was a homicide, but that Drew did it. Assemblyman Dendecker wants to increase the penalties for criminal attacks against elected officials and their personal property, making such attacks a Class E felony. On June 30th, American Auto Body and Recovery was suspended from the city's towing program, pending a hearing. Attorneys for Apple Story, Fun Zone, and the other defendants will be back in court Friday for a hearing where the judge will determine whether to extend the temporary restraining order. In Flushing, Mari Fagel, New York One.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network.
I find that so hard to believe that any friend in their right mind would have that happen and not press charges. This no contact order only makes life so much more difficult. I mean, to be in a courtroom with the father of your child and not even be able to say hi, bye.
Hank is now living with Charlie. Does that mean his legal troubles? What's going on with his legal troubles?
We have some news predictions about next season, so you got to stay tuned.
Welcome to the CrimeLine. I'm John Lieberman. Mari Fagel, your legal lady, is here.
If stand your ground is the defense that gets him off here, if it gets to that point that he applies that defense and it works and the jury's convinced, I just want to remind people that he can be tried in a civil court. And in a civil court, stand your ground wouldn't apply. It's a safer approach for her to charge him with a higher degree crime, and then a jury can always find not guilty on that, but guilty of manslaughter. So to me, it was a strategy of covering her bases. More than 24 times he had threatened to kill her family. So there is a clear motive there. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Law & Order with your legal lady. I'm Mari Fagel and I'll be giving you my take on the top legal headlines of the week. This is a coup for the prosecution because they were able to convince the jury that Clemente indeed felt intimidated by Ravi's actions. But this was a calculated move on his attorney Mark O'Mara's part and part of his master plan to humanize his client and try to sway public opinion. The big issue here for Edward's defense is getting a jury to look past the fact that he cheated on his terminally ill wife and focus on the facts of the case. Did he misuse campaign funds? Don't forget to log on to yourlegallady.com for the latest analysis, and thanks for watching.